Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Kristal.
How are you?
Can you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
How's it going?
Oh, good, thanks, and you?
Good. Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hope you're all well. Guys, the usual. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. And yeah, thank you for all the comments, phone calls. What's that other word?
Asking for signatures, autographs.
And the constructive criticism
Criticism.
that we have gotten.
We're literally 2 seconds into it, and I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that, bro.
But
Just
you
let
gotta
me
talk
talk.
properly. Okay, but the people aren't going to know what you're saying.
They do know what I'm saying. Everyone knows what I'm saying.
Okay, you're right.
Okay. So now you go.
Okay.
I got a lot of complaints about the last one.
So many complaints.
So I'm even too scared to talk today. So I'm going to be very calm and I'm going to think before I talk today.
You guys would have noticed that neither one of us have said a swear word.
But we are only 1 minute in.
So I think we went a little bit mental on the last podcast.
It's not that we were mental. I think we were very excited.
What, because we lost our recording?
Yes.
So we just said.
And we were just in the moment of trying to catch up. And I think we were hyped up. And that's why we were swearing so much.
I'm going to go with South Trash, but okay. Say what you need to say.
Same, but different.
Okay, no, but seriously, I think we need to get a swear jar. And for every time we swear, we put...
No, but we have to be allowed to swear.
No, we can't not swear because it adds emphasis to things we're saying and explaining. But you see, if we swear too much, it actually ruins...
I must say, guys,
it's not enjoyable.
I didn't enjoy...
A lot of people didn't enjoy...
The stories were funny, what we were saying, but the swearing killed it. And I do apologize. And my mother and my father shouted at me.
So my dad phoned me. He laughed. But my dad, yeah. So he was laughing and I was like, wasn't it too? And he's like, no, fuck it. Oh, you see. But that was my dad.
Okay.
Not me. Then my mom heard about it because she still hasn't listened to one episode.
Yeah.
So she heard about it and she was like, what the hell, Kelly?
Yeah, no, my mother was
self-respect.
highly disgusted in me.
And I was like, you act like I don't swear. She said no.
I just said, but it's just saying that word. It's not a bad word. But no, so I got in a lot of trouble, guys. So I have to really now try.
I am a swearer, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for me. But I think we should get a swear jar. So for every 5th time I say the F word, I have to put $50 in the jar. And then at the end of the year, we choose a charity to give it to.
Okay. That's going to be a lot of money for the charity.
2.8 million to...
I'm sorry what my mother tells me. So she flies in from Cape Town. She goes Kristal, I think you're really taking this very far with the swearing on the podcast.
We did get very comfortable.
I said, but I'm very, I was just talking and it was just coming. The swearing was coming. So she says, before, I used to tell everyone about your podcast.
Now I don't tell anyone.
She says, now I'm too scared to even tell them to listen because I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. And I don't want to be associated. I'm like, okay. So now I have to really try to behave. As my mother said, she's not sending it to anybody anymore. She said she won't tell. She said she's told 5 people. And please God, none of them ever listened to it.
So I had a netball match during the week and greeted some friends. Hello, sit down. Got introduced to a beautiful woman. And, the normal, hi, how are you? I'm Kelly. So then the lady that introduced us said she's from, this is the 2Ks. And this lady got so excited. She was so cute. She stood up and she shook my hand. She's like, oh my gosh, I love the show. It was really cute. So I looked at her and I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry for this week's episode. Monday was hectic, the swearing. And she said, I'm a swearer, so I don't really care, which was okay. Great. But I thought to myself, geez, it must be really, really bad if I'm apologizing to people.
I couldn't, normally I can listen to our podcast.
I can't listen to it.
I must be honest, I couldn't listen to it again because I even felt shy.
No, I can't listen to them.
So I do apologize to everyone that was listening and is not a swearer. And
so I haven't apologized, but I'm not, I apologize for the misuse of the word. Or the abuse of the word.
of the word.
Okay, but anyway, moving on. talking about swearing and my mother judging me about it. She's gone back to, where is she now? She's in Ireland now.
Okay.
So she's going to be there for a while, living her best. She was there for 6 weeks.
It went very fast, eh?
So fast. Oh, and us under the same roof for 6 weeks. But you know what, guys? I think because I'm 108, I think it's better because
You enjoyed her
I'm
company.
a bit of a grown-up now. Like, I'm wearing mom jeans. Like, I rocked sissy boy skinnies for, yeah.
But you look
And
very
so
nice in
millennial.
these jeans.
Oh,
They suit you.
thanks, pudding. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the one night she's there. So every now and again, not often, every now and again, I go and live my best and I like switch off and just off I go. The kids are seen to, Fabian's fine. So I go and dabble in a little bit of cha-ching. And, oh, geez, I don't even know. I think it was about 3:15 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but it's literally once.
Were you being a lassie?
Yeah, no, everyone knew where I was. I didn't move. No. So I walk in quietly, open the front door, close the front door, and as I turn around, my mom's sitting in like one of our tub chairs, like just. But I got such a fright because she was sitting there busy reading and she just looked to the side at me. And I was like, geez, like, and I said to her, what are you doing? And she says, you piece of shit. So I was like, what? You piece of shit. What time is this to come home? I said, lady, I am 40 years old. You are staying in my... Go to bed. Go to bed. I said, how can you call me a piece of shit? I cannot believe you say out until this time. I said, oh my gosh. No, it was quite beautiful. I mean, I could have brought up a couple of stories from back in the day, but you know, we don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, we're going to talk very sophisticated today.
Very sophisticated.
Very
today.
calmly today. As you can, yeah, I think this is going very well.
I don't know. I think everyone's fallen asleep or switched off.
But it's okay. We'll warm up.
Give us a like if you're still listening. No one likes. I mean, like, we've got like, what, 700 views or listeners and whatever, and 2 thumbs up, 2 likes. Come people,
Yeah, guys.
stop sucking. Give us a little like.
Just like put something
while
there if
you
we
listen,
know
just
you're
tap,
there.
beep.
Or even just put a comment with like a little dot so we know, okay, someone's watching.
A dot. Listen, I've had people tell me they're secret listeners. And I'm like, okay, when I say people, there's 2 people. And I'm like, why? What? No, I'm lying. I don't say why. I say,
But you wonder why.
yeah,
Like,
why are
we're
you a
not
secret
secrets,
listener?
yeah.
I love my secret listeners. I love that you listen. It's great. But, yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah, maybe it's because it gets to those like, it's like people have spoke. You know what it is? Could be.
They don't want to be associated with
Yes, no. It's like people talk. How do I put this in a? Now I have to think of the words.
in a ladylike manner.
Yes, but like say there's a group of people, and one person knows me, but the other 5 don't know me. And the one person's like, yeah, Kristal's not such a nice person. But the other 5 will just take that person's,
Oh, we've spoken about this.
yeah, that
People break
person's,
bars. Yeah, someone else's judgment.
yeah, judgments. Instead of actually, that's why they're also like, people are,
Oh, sneaky secret
Yes.
listeners. Okay, so no. Duh.
I'm not saying,
No. I know
I'm just
exactly
saying
what you're
most
saying.
people,
It could be.
that because they actually have,
And some people are very
agreed.
private. Some people can be very private
Yeah.
and they don't want like an online footprint whatsoever. So they listen from afar and read from afar and check and
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. But I hear what you're saying now. Like some of the haters might
yeah, it's like one person in the group has agreed, oh no, so-and-so's not such a lack
she
of
can't
person.
sit with us.
Yeah, she can't
So
sit
if
with
they
us.
see that person's listening,
Exactly.
they're gonna have a meeting about who
In life, that's very bad though, because it's like, you know how many people I've come across, really, and will say, geez, you're such a lovely person. I didn't know you're such a nice person. But it's because someone else has spoken
shit about it.
shit about you.
I'm sure we've spoken about this.
We
before.
probably have, but it's just one of those combos.
No, 100%. I love it. It's literally, so it takes one person to create, how do I say, like an impression.
Impression.
Yeah.
And you just take it for granted because you believe that person.
But I'm the type of person that if somebody does speak to me about someone I don't know, Okay, cool. I'm going to listen. No problem. Chat, whatever.
But you're not
I
going to hold
try not base my opinion of that person when I meet them on it, but it is in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So
you're wary.
Whether I'm going to play on it or not is there, but it is in the back of my mind. And it really does affect, I think, somebody's reputation.
100%. I was actually a lot of the time, well, not a lot, once, I can actually speak on the other end when someone told me something that someone said about me.
Oh, yeah.
And I believed that person. I really believed them with my whole heart, because you wouldn't think someone that close to you would talk bad about someone else. And then you sit back and you're like, but I don't think that person actually ever said those things.
So you know what's funny? And it's so crazy because you actually don't know what girl code rule to live by. So everyone says, not everyone, sorry, like memes and shit say, if my bestie hates you, I hate you.
Yeah.
I've never been like that. I've had fights with my best friends over me disagreeing with
them. I also disagree.
But obviously in context and
also
around the situation, what's happened, who's done and said what. But I've never hated somebody because my best friend has hated them, or they had a vibe or something happened.
Yes. And there's also a meme type of thing that says, well, if you dislike someone and your friend sits with that person, you can't trust them. That I don't believe in.
No.
Like, if you have a problem with someone and I like them, I'm not going to stop talking to them
100%.
because of you.
Yeah. They haven't done anything wrong to me.
Yes.
If they showed you a colour and you showed them a colour, okay, cool. Obviously, like I said, it depends on the situation and stuff. But there's a lot of people that, okay, not a lot, but there's friends of mine that have had vibes with other people and stuff. And like, if I see them, it's a high five and a hug. And
exactly. And it doesn't mean you being a traitor or...
No, not at all.
It's just no one's harmed you. So why must you be rude to the next person? So, my point, what I'm trying to say is, if you hear something, even if it's something about somebody, find out.
Hearsay.
Also don't judge that person until you, like, I made a mistake. I should have gone to the person and I should have been like, did you say XYZ? Because
I'm really good like that.
No, I'm not. I rather just keep quiet, save the peace and walk away.
Oh, no.
And just believe that's what you said.
I'll be like, hold on. I'll phone her.
Yeah, I need to learn to do that.
Wait, listen, hold on. Okay, it's ringing. I just want to ask her. No, don't. No, I am so confrontational, but not in a negative way. I confront with love. I don't mean to be so...
I need to be like that.
Outspoken. But I'm confrontational in the sense where I don't like things being left. Like, don't leave it. Like, let's get it out and talk about it and move forward and pick flowers and, you know. I don't like sweeping under the rug or peace. Or no, we don't talk about that. Or just say what you want to fucking say, man.
Yeah, my new thing is to learn. If someone
do it with respect.
If someone says something, hey, I'm not going to take it as face value. I'm actually going to phone that person. I'm going to be like, did you say XYZ?
100%.
Or if someone tells me something about someone, I'm not going to be shy and be like, did you hear what I heard about so and so?
Okay, but who did you hear it from? Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there like a saint.
First find out if it is real.
As much as gossip is bad and this and that, we all do it. As much as I don't like to entertain it, we entertain it. It happens. I think it depends how much you entertain, how much fact you know, how much shit you're spreading, how much you're adding to it. Do you know what I mean? That also makes it worse.
That's why it's best not to talk about anybody.
No, but it's also human nature. You do it without even realizing sometimes.
We don't talk about people.
We talk about
everyone.
Don't. You're trying to make yourself look good now.
No, I'm not. I'm being seriously, Gailey.
Do you want me to start naming names?
I think you should, because who do we talk about? We don't talk about anybody.
We will be back in 10 minutes for the live broadcasting continuation. Please hold.
No, I don't think we are talkers. We talk about situations, but we don't talk about people.
Yeah, we talk about situations. Okay, that's different. But also at the same time,
I've never sat here and ran anyone down.
No.
Even if someone's done me wrong.
Okay, you got situations. We talk about things. Yeah.
I'll be like, so-and-so did this.
We actually very complimentary when we talk about people.
They're very good people. We do
actually save your ass like that.
I do. We talk about the situation, but I've never run people down.
I'm not necessarily just talking about running down. But also, whatever I say behind someone's back, I'll say to their face.
Yeah, you don't.
Like,
You're
if
not
they did
saying
have to phone-
something.
And that was me, like when I was drinking. Oh, geez, put this mouth on steroids. And then I would phone, or I don't know. And I would just accept it. Because they'd be like, can you believe I can believe I said that? Because I would,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
People must just take people into consideration. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And there's always 3 sides to every story. His, hers, and the truth. That's what I say. It's not always what you hear.
No, it's not always what you... I don't know about the his, hers, and the truth.
There is.
stuff.
No, there is. There's a reason. Like if someone does something, if you hear, that saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, but not always.
No, no one will react to something if
Do you know how many times I've
cause
just
them.
had a little bit of smoke and there's no fucking flames?
No one
Third time.
will react if you don't do something to get the freaking reaction.
Listen to me, I know some
And then people want to get cross with
interesting human beings that will blow something so out of proportion to the point where it causes the biggest feud. But it was literally minor. It was just a little bit of
you.
smoke.
Yes, but you know what caused this?
I do understand the saying, but
Is
some people can really go out of their way to...
Yeah, but now that in person, the little one with the little fire made the big fire, and then that other person reacted to their bad behavior. And because they stood up to the bad behavior, now they're the problem.
We're having 2 separate conversations.
No, I'm trying to say it's the judgmental part of it. There's 2, like, if I harm you, if I...
No, I know exactly what you're saying. The
there's 2
judgmental
sides
part of it,
you.
yes. And then that person making it 10 times worse because they choose to stir the pot and.
But no, someone will say, Kristal, Kelly's not talking to you because you swore her. And now I will be the biggest whatever, but no one's going to come say, Kristal, but why did you swear Kelly like that?
I would.
But more people need to be like you.
I'm like, didn't you call her a bitch like 3 days ago? Were you joking? Were you serious? And it's not to call shit. It's just because you must fucking speak your truth. Just be yourself.
That's what I'm trying
And
to
if
say.
they are being an asshole, it happens. Apologize for it. Own your shit. Oh, people, own your shit.
If you've done something, don't belittle the next person to make you look better.
But
that's what
just
I'm
a
trying to
deflection,
say.
eh? So people will do that as well, so that whatever shit is on them, whatever they've done, however they've done it, that person will deflect and make, like you said, the fire so much bigger so that people don't look at them.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, and I know so many people
And
like
as
that.
the outside people that carry the talk, like, you don't know why that, like, go find out the truth before you say, geez, this person's this and this person's that.
Yeah.
And I was on that other end where I took someone's word. They told me someone said this and this and this, and I was close to that person. And I really believed them. And it was a mistake. You must find out.
Yeah.
If you hear something about someone before you talk about them or before you judge them, go find out the truth about them and then make your assumption. That's what I'm trying to say.
Excellently said.
Okay, so Kelly, that's me being all professional, I think.
See, how are we doing? And I only saw like 3
I
times.
haven't sworn once.
Oh, I haven't sworn once. Gee, Charmaine.
No, but you really threatened me, eh?
No.
You
Can
can
believe
speak,
it.
eh?
We did phone each other on, like, when? On Sunday night? No, not even Sunday night. Monday night. I mean.
Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. And I still said I just got off the phone with my dad.
I was like, Kelly, I got shouted at so bad.
And it's so bad because my dad laughed. I mean, he did. He said it was like a lot, but at the end of the day, he's like, that's you, kid, it's on. This is also coming from a man who would, like, sit with me in a restaurant and we would finish like 2 or 3 bottles of wine at lunch.
You know what? I think I'm not sorry I swore because I do swear. I do. But I do think I got
Carried away.
very carried.
Why are we backtracking? You need to.
Sorry.
We need to let it go.
Okay, I'm over it, guys.
We're moving forward.
Okay. So anyway, Kelly, so that was my story about people judging other people.
I'm so sorry. I needed to take a drag and
So-
try to make it quiet. You just like...
Because I'm thinking about what we've spoken about and I don't want to carry on about the whole thing. So bottom line was, I'm saying, in general, to everyone that's listening, don't judge people.
Be kind.
Like, seriously, if you hear something about someone and you really want to like stand for that person that told, go find out the truth before you like so hardcore believe what that person says.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because you actually lose out on a lot of friendships, a lot of like
It
there's
just
good
creates
people.
unnecessary dissension. It's really just a waste of time. Anyway, moving on. So, what is your favorite color of the week?
My favorite color.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I'm trying to change the subject.
My favorite. I don't know. What's your favorite color of the week, Kelly?
Black.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like black.
Love black.
I'm more like a light pinky kind of color. Eh? And like this color, I don't know what this is.
Beige. Wow.
Do you think this is beige? I wouldn't go with this being beige, eh?
Copper beige.
I like this color, I think. It's a bit of like pinky.
We're going to have to post a picture of it. You do know that people can't see.
Yeah, we've got to start doing... I was thinking about this. If we start recording us, do you think we could do it?
No.
Why?
Because
Seriously. Yeah, we are thick, but don't you think people will understand us? Even with the whole swearing.
We're still so completely amateur. Okay, we still fighting for that little fame. We're ridiculous. Now we're going to go sit and we're going to look at each other and we're going to look at it. There we go. That's exactly what we're going to do. And we're going to laugh and then come up and talk and then look and go.
No, but then don't you think people will understand us better?
The amount of times I smoke, put lip gloss on,
we're just telling
reclip my hair, they're going to think that I've got
We're just telling people don't judge us. If they want professional podcasts, there's Mel Robbins.
I love Mel Robbins.
There's a million like
go-to.
Professional, very on track
laugh
orientated. Yes, we're not that.
How did we send each other the same meme yesterday?
I'm actually going to read.
It's just really bad. And it's even worse for me because it's what I do for a living.
So I do think we should start getting live recorded, yeah. Because it is what it is. And
look, the last time when we asked everybody what they thought about us going live, like the feedback was 90%.
Everyone wanted to sit.
Yeah.
And like I said, people understand it's not professional. So we're all going to be putting on lipstick, sipping water, you tying your hair up. Lip ass. We're going to be doing those things. But that's part of... And then I think people will understand... Even
chilled and
yes, even the swearing.
This is,
you know, that last podcast. If they were actually watching us,
no, then they'd understand.
Then they'd understand. It wouldn't be like, oh, why do they swear so? You know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we sense each other.
No, but you got to explain the picture first.
Okay, so do you want to explain this? Because you're better at.
No, it's literally somebody obviously sitting in a diner and he's wearing.
But that's from a movie, that guy.
Yeah, not it.
I can't remember what movie it is.
It's something... Wait, man.
He's like the short little clown with the spiky hair.
Yeah. Hey, kid, want a balloon?
He's from that movie.
So anyway, it looks like a little man dressed up like that clown at a diner. And he's holding his phone up and the caption says, me texting my friends mental health advice when I belong in an asylum.
And we literally send it to each other
on 2 different social media platforms, not knowing.
I WhatsApp it to Kelly. No, I Instagram it, tag her in Instagram, and she WhatsApped to me. And you know how many times we've done this? Like we found the funniest things, and at the same time we send it to each other.
But listen, again, great example of how straightforward and open I am, because like I even tell people, they're like, hey, how you doing today? Welcome, thank you for coming, fill in your form, la la la. Sit down and they'll be like, so Kelly, how's your day? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm still above ground.
But I think that's what makes you a good coach and a good what's the word?
No, you tell me, babes.
That thing.
That thing.
I forget the word.
Counselor.
That's the word I'm looking for. Is because you don't sit there pretending you're perfect.
No. Gosh.
That's, I think, where the difference. You don't sit there
so
judgmental.
Many people are like, how did you get into this? Do you know that I meet people? Well, not meet people, sorry. Bump into people. And they're from who knows where or what. Or even just meeting somebody for the first time, like at a party or something. And then at the end of the night, they're like, you do what? Wow. I promise you, I've got people that my family has even said, what is happening? What do you do?
I can't believe you do it. Because I really know you.
I swear, Nicolette even says the same thing. She's like, how the fuck?
But
are
I
you
think
at this?
that's why you're so good, because you can actually
relate
to
so
things.
many things.
You can actually relate to that person. It's not like you've never experienced.
I think it's from self-experience as well. It's not just studying it. I did study. I am certified, by the way, for the people that want to know. I didn't just waltz into a place and say, let me put a couch there and talk to people about their problems. Shit, what was I saying?
How you relate to your...
Oh, yeah, because it's like the counselling is marriage, divorce, trauma, grief,
What's
childhood.
the difference between counselling and life coaching?
I really don't want to talk about work on.
No, I'm being serious.
Okay,
Maybe
so
I also want to know. So
counselling is basically taking a problem, a traumatic event. Anyway, okay, counselling is taking issues that you want to work through.
Okay.
And us doing that. Coaching is letting everything go and moving forward and focusing on moving forward. So we take negatives and turn them into positives, and we letting go.
Okay.
So it's not discussing and sorting out and trying to put your trauma and shit into place. It's, this is what we're doing. These are your strengths. This is how we're going to do this. This is what we're going to change.
So it's actually moving forward.
Yeah.
In a
So there are
positive-
two very different things, but still they intertwine.
That's very interesting.
And
Yeah, I'm going to come sit on your couch.
a complete, no, you fucking beyond. Jeez, just go visit your mom. I don't know. Amber, come get your girl.
I think I'd do very well with life coaching. You should life coach me, Kelly.
You think you would do well with
No, like
coach?
sitting with you life coach me.
No.
I think it would be excellent. Like, I'm such a wonderful person now. Can you imagine how wonderful I'll be afterwards?
I want you guys to go back to episode 9, okay, and listen to her talking about her husband.
Bro, that's fucking... There we go. One fell out. That's Lassie. And my mother's like, how can you talk about Mish like that?
Us, we laughed, eh?
I'm like, but Ma, I was just telling this.
Do you know how many people ask me if Fabian's okay with it?
Everyone asks.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Is he okay with it when you talk about him like that? And I'm like, what do you mean?
but why should, you know,
No, it's not even about that.
why
Like,
shouldn't they be okay with it? What
my
am
man, he knows me. Like, even, and Fabian listens to it, eh? On a Monday night, he puts his headphones in, he listens to it. And he either sits there and laughs, or he looks at me sometimes and he's like, babe. But he never turns around and says,
Why?
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is me. He knows it. I know it.
I don't think we surprise
Why would I
them.
come on here and... No, at all.
I don't think it's a surprise, and I don't think they feel embarrassed.
No. Fabian's fucking embarrassed.
Oh, you know, Mish does, like...
No, he doesn't say it. I think sometimes he just cringes and he's like, oh, I'll brush that one off.
Yeah, but that's how their whole life is with us anyway. It's not like you act different when you're
One
with
big
him.
cringe.
No. But you're not different when you're in front
No.
of him. This is how you talk about him, whether he's
In the room or not.
room or not, that's how you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask Mish, they're like, you know, your wife's doing a podcast and don't you get upset? Especially the Lassie story. And he's like, he just says, no, it's okay.
I can see Mish laughing at it and being like, oh, that was funny.
But it's the truth though. It's not a lie. I'm not making it up. Maybe I just add a Lassie name, elaborate. But it is what happens. And they are
That's
thick.
great.
Be honest.
No, they're thick.
They are thick. We're not lying.
No, we're not.
And we're not even exaggerating. And they're the same kind of...
Thickness.
They are the same
They chill,
as people.
calm, they laugh, they make people laugh, they like to talk. The one is tall, the one is short.
They are very cute. But guys, no, Mish
No, they are.
doesn't
They're
get
great.
offended. And our husband,
Fabian doesn't get offended.
they do know what we're doing.
Our relationships are okay.
Yeah, we actually let them listen first before we even...
No, we don't.
We do. When we think it's heavy, we say to them, listen and see if you're okay with us putting it out.
Okay, that's happened once.
Okay, but we do
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
consider them
Yeah,
in the very rare
Yeah.
occasions.
yeah. That's right.
So anyway, Kels, I think we've spoken enough for this podcast.
Why do you always get awkward at the end?
because we've got to end it and I've got to prepare you to do your
So
thing.
anyway, Carls, I think we've spoken. You see, I started it like a bitch and I'm ending it like a bitch.
You are
I
a
really have to.
And then I
do it
told you one
myself.
day.
Do you know that my brother sent me a WhatsApp? I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Please tell Kristal the day she blitzes you, please record.
One day it's coming, eh?
She's like, that'll be hysterical.
No, I'll never hit you. I love you too much, but you are a fucking bitch and you need to end this podcast.
No, I do. And I'm sorry, Charmaine. I'm sorry that your daughter didn't listen to you.
I swore 3 times in this wonderful podcast we did.
Absolute
It's very casual, calm, and collected.
Yo, watch the next one be play. Kill your mother, drink play.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you later.